Go. All right, I'm gonna start with horror.
All right,
Horror.
hold on. I'm still doing something else. Go ahead.
I put slides together for mine because that's how as
Yeah,
we.
she didn't tell me we were doing that,
I
and
would. I can
so
put slides for you.
no, it's fine. She told me she put slides together right before she went, and we're live.
No, I thought you knew because during the year, that's how I found a way to do this. Is I tried to do a little bit better this year and save some. And so as we got into like the last few months, I started just saving the slides of the movies I liked so that I could go through it from there. But anyways, you want to
Mm-hmm.
share your list for horror?
Why don't you do yours first? Because
Okay.
I'm fixing something from our last
Let
video
me
real
share
quick.
my let me share my screen, friends. These are my top 5 horror movies of 2022 in no particular order. I am picking the movie that just recently came out, Violent Night.
See, and I don't think that's a horror movie.
You don't? Do you think it's
I
a
think it's an
comedy?
action movie.
I'm putting it in horror.
That's fine. You can
You
do
know
whatever you
what?
want.
It is actually action.
Now, if you were saying Bloody Christmas, then I'd say that would be a
What
horror.
about Santa Claus?
Santa Claus is in fact
Slay.
horror. Yes, Santa Sleigh with Bill Goldberg. Yes,
Bloody Night, Deadly Night.
you can forget
There, you know what? I think
because that movie I felt is more Die Hard meets
it is.
the Christmas movie. But
But
you place it
you
however
know
you
what?
want, my
I'm
love.
putting it here. It's really not scary. It is, oh, it is bloody action fun, is all that I'm going to say. I just wanted it in one of my categories and I ran out of space. So here you go, Violent Night. It is available now for you to watch. It is a wonderful movie. If you like Die Hard, you are going to love Violent Night. So go check it out. Next, Hellraiser, the new Hellraiser that came out directly to Hulu. I don't know when I became such a Hellraiser fan because I am scared of that cube we have. I know it's just a Rubik's Cube. I'm scared of Hellraiser,
She will not let me buy
the real one.
the fun like prop style that actually configures.
No, thank
Every time
you.
I show her one, she's like, "No."
No, that's evil.
I'm like, "Dear, it's not real."
I think what I've loved about Hellraiser, and I even like the old ones. I like
The
the old
original one's
ones,
amazing,
and even
but
the second one where they're in the blue
the
cloud
first two
thing.
are really good, and then the rest of them were shit for the most part. But it's always cool to see Pinhead in the Cenobites.
Correct.
And Bradley is the premier Pinhead. He's the Robert England.
Can I drink some of your water?
Huh?
Can I drink some of
Yeah,
your
I
water?
guess so.
Thank you. Sorry. Go ahead.
But I'm with you. Even though this didn't make my list, I love this Hellraiser movie, and she is awesome.
The costumes and the effects were amazing.
She is awesome as Pinhead.
And what they're able to do with all the Cenobites and the new design of like their skin peeling away, it's gross and it's beautiful and it's amazing what they were able to do. So and that it came straight to Hulu and available to everyone was great. Like how could you not? But check it out. It is very cool. I'm gonna go in this order. This one is the other one that I really like, Black Phone.
Black Phone's really good.
And I think why is because it's set in the 70s. And when you see it and you realize this is what we lived through, it would have been so easy to be kidnapped.
The
Like
70s and 80s were premier time to kidnap people.
Oh my gosh, we could have easily been kidnapped. This could have been us. I think that's what struck me so much about this. Just like la la la, see a man in the van, hello sir, and they grab you. Like this could happen in real life. That's what I loved about Black Phone. This one probably nobody is gonna love it as much as me. It came.
I did like the movie because it was a movie that I didn't expect it to be what it is.
Yeah, Run, Sweetheart, Run. It has an element of. Can I say what it is? My favorite thing in the world, vampires. Check it out. It's really good. And then the one that
we're kind of in a different opinions on where this goes.
I don't know if this is a drama.
I think this falls more in a drama thriller.
Yeah,
but there's a horror element to it, so I can see what
you're a little bit. But the menu,
we both agree that it's an amazing movie.
It is amazing, and yeah, I don't know. We had a moment. We just got back from the Star Cruiser, the Star Wars Star Cruiser. There was a moment.
I was saying, why are we just talking about? But it's a different show.
Show. We just did a review of it. Go check it out on our website, YouTube, Instagram. I don't know, Twitter. Anyhow. There's a moment where at the dinner they're like, "This evening we're presenting a menu," and you're like, "Oh," he was like, "Oh my god, it's a menu." Or we about to die? It was the exact
scenario where he goes, "This menu was inspired because they did a Feast of the Planets." So this menu was inspired by Kashyyyk and the rough, the terrain and the meats and the animals and blah blah blah. And And then all the waiters come out with the plates at the same time.
And you're like, this is the menu. Are we about to die?
I said, we saw how this movie ended.
Oh my gosh. So those were my top horror picks.
Okay, so this is my list because I'm apparently an analog.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't told there was going to be a fun element to our show today, so I just get Miss Drew picks. Is there even a Mr. Bobby's picks?
No.
Wow.
You didn't tell me.
You didn't even give me you could have still made that, and at least you suck. No, don't make it now. I don't want it right now. Put Miss Drew's picks back up. You're a jerk. So mine I have some that are the same as yours, and some that one of them that didn't make your list baffles me.
Really?
And you're probably gonna go, oh man, when I tell you. So one of them we did discuss that I kept on the list was the movie Studio 666, which is the movie that
I have a slide for it. Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. It's a horror film with the Foo Fighters.
I haven't.
There's no business working it, but it's fun. It's hilarious.
It's honorable mention.
Bloody. I thought it was fun. The Black Phone made my list as well.
Oh, good.
Part of the reason that I like the Black Phone outside of what you're saying is there was a supernatural element that I knew was going to be there, and I thought it was going to take it out to a kind of a cheesy way.
Yeah.
But I thought it was handled so cleverly that it just works. And Ethan Hawke was just creepy.
He was great.
Of course, I couldn't pass. You didn't see this one, but I could not do a horror list and not say Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2 was amazing. The one with the clown. It's Art the Clown. It's crazy. It's bloody. It's one that came out of left field, made a buttload of money, which means we're for sure getting Terrifier 3.
Nice.
And making people throw up at the theaters. They submitted it for an Oscar. There's all kinds of fun stuff with it that just killed me. This next one is actually a double feature.
Is it this?
Because they both came out. Yes, because they both came out same year. For the movie X. And then the prequel movie Pearl.
I agree. They're good.
Pearl's not as much of a horror film as X is.
X is great.
But it feeds into that craziness of it. And her monologue is so good.
Yes.
At the end of the movie that it just fits perfection.
It was on my list.
But the films work together.
I couldn't pick.
And there is going to be a third part of that series.
Nice.
And the last movie, which I'm surprised you haven't mentioned, but maybe it'll be somewhere else, is Prey, the new Predator film.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that didn't end up on your thing.
I don't have it in horror. That's
you put it in action?
I think so.
Okay, well, I looked at it as a horror because Predator's always kind of been more of a horror. Again, Prey is another one of those that I thought there was a brilliant idea, wasn't sure how well it would work, and it knocked it out of the freaking park.
Yeah.
Especially for being a Hulu film.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way they're going to nail a Predator film on Hulu. Same way with Hellraiser. Hellraiser was awesome, but they knocked it out of the park. So those are my top horrors.
There you go.
With no pictures except for the one you gave because it was when